Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to the stock of the day, a gold producer with projects in West Africa. Hence the name of this company, West African Resources, ticker code WAF. I actually did mention this company in yesterday's ASX Daily Rundown video, March the 5th, because the share price popped up about 5% and the chart's starting to look a little bit interesting with a potential breakout. Well, today we have that potential breakout looking even better because the share price has popped up another 12%. Now, there's probably a few reasons why the share price is up 12% for this company. They have released results. I think the market is now aware that this company is going to significantly increase their production in 2025, definitely in 2026, because they're starting a new mine, Kiaka or something like that. And also gold is on a pretty good tear. So a lot of really good momentum behind this company, a lot of strong tailwinds, sort of like if you're moving in the direction of the winds in a tropical cyclone, that sort of thing, which is taking its time to get to Brisbane. Anyway, so in today's video, what I'll do is I'll go through West African Resources, talk about the country and the company, and then we'll have a look at their results, a brief look, and then we'll have a look at the chart, a pretty stunning chart. Now onto the company. West African Resources have projects in a country called Burkina Faso. Don't tell me the capital. Many years ago, I did learn all the capitals of most of the countries in the world, and that's that information's gone now. Anyway, so West African Resources is in Burkina Faso. A couple of projects. One of their projects is in production. The other project is near production. Very near term, maybe this second quarter of 2025, something like that. Burkina Faso is a landlocked country just north of Ghana, Ivory Coast, Togo, Benin. Nigeria is on the east, Mali is to the north. Yeah, it's something like that. Anyway, you're not going to get test on this, so you don't have to remember all that. There usually is a bit of a discount to any sort of mining company in Africa because there is a sovereign risk. You just don't know what's going to happen. In fact, in Burkina Faso, there was a coup d'etat in 2022. So the share price of West African did drop on that, but then it recovered fairly quickly because, this company was not affected. Now, in saying that, Burkina Faso is a fairly poor country, and gold is one of their biggest, if not biggest, exports. So this is a very important commodity for Burkina Faso. So you just don't know what's going to happen in the future, but it is an important commodity for that country. Okay, so let's have a look at their... I suppose I could have a look at their annual report. No, we'll have a look at their annual report, just focusing on the financial statements. So we'll start off with looking at their profit and loss. So nice increase in revenue from 661 to 729. Profit after tax, $246 million. So this is for the full year. And the company has a market cap of about 2.3 to 2.4 million. So we're talking about a company that is currently on a PE ratio of about 10, which might be okay for most gold producing companies, particularly if they don't have as much sovereign risk. Okay, so a nice increase in equity. In fact, the equity increased a fair bit from 905 million to 1.3 billion. You also notice borrowings increased significantly from 133 to 382 million. One of the reasons behind that is because of their new project that is near in production. And the other thing is cash increased significantly as well, from 135 million to 392 million. So the enterprise value of this company is probably same or near the same as a market cap, just based off cash and borrowings. And if you have a look at the cash flow, nothing much happening here. Pretty nice cash flow from operations, 251 million. They did spend a lot of money in property, plant, and equipment, 485 million, because of the new mine that is near production. And you can also see proceeds from borrowings up 375 million. Now, when I started following this company, this would have been back in 2020 when they first went into production. The main focus for management back then was to drive down their debt. So their initial mine did produce a lot of cash flow, and they just went, we're going to pay down the debt. So if you have a look at their debt levels, it did decrease significantly over a few-year period. In fact, it got down to zero, and now they've increased it because of their new project. The other thing I should mention is if you have a look at their press release, so gold production at 206,622 ounces. They are aiming for 420,000 ounces of gold per year with this new project, this new gold mine, which is called Kiaka, Kiaka, tracking to budget and schedule for first gold in the third quarter of 2025. Now, whenever I ever read these sort of reports, I always look at gold production, forecast gold production, also all-in sustaining costs. So all-in sustaining costs, 1,240. They haven't put any sort of guidance here, except they hope to produce about 420,000 ounces of gold. They say that down the bottom. Yep. Yeah, with Kiaka construction nearing completion, we are on the cusp of having 2 long-life, low-cost gold production centers in operation in 2025, which will see this company more than double annual gold production to over 420,000 ounces. So that P ratio of 10 is looking intriguing to me at these current levels. And that's one of the reasons why I am not going to sell my shares in this company, because I do think they look quite cheap. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. For full disclosure purposes, I'm a shareholder of this company. Okay, now let's have a look at the chart. Now, not X-Reality Group. I looked at that yesterday. So West African Resources. This is going to look really good without even looking at it at all today. And the reason I know that is because the share price is up 12%. And yesterday, it looked really intriguing and primed for a breakout. So you're going to see a classic breakout. Yep, this is a classic breakout. So share price, trending along nicely. It's in an uptrend. Share price was struggling to get above about $1.88. You can see getting to that level twice in September and then again in October and then pulled back. And then yesterday on the 5th of March, this is 6th today, isn't it? Yep. 5th of March, share price rose 6.5%. Didn't realize it was that much. I thought it was 5%. And the share price closed right on that resistance level. And then today we had the company release their results. Share price has popped up about 12% or so. And this is a classic breakout. In fact, I think the share price is an all-time high. In fact, the share price, well, not in the chart, it's a pretty stunning looking chart since about 2016. That's probably when the market was realizing that this company would get into production within the next 4 or 5 years. I don't know. I haven't been following this company since then, but a pretty good looking weekly chart, pretty good daily chart just because of the breakout. And that's one of the reasons why this company is the stock of the day. Classic breakout. Okay, if you have any questions, any thoughts, leave those in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I'm not a financial advisor. If you need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.